As an experiment today, I'm going to be cleaning out the 4 radiators I'm going to be using for both my server and my workstation build. I have a 140 millimeter, a 360, a 240, and a 280. They're all made by Hardware Labs. They're all the GTX series, except for the little 140 in the back, which is a GTS, which is a narrower rad, and it's a lot more restrictive, so don't use them unless you have to. I just happen to have it, so why not? Now, most flux used in radiators nowadays is water soluble, so you don't need to rinse them with vinegar or anything like that. And it really just a distilled water wash, a few of them will do it. Hardware Labs makes relatively clean radiators. It's entirely possible there are no chunks in these radiators to get cleaned out. Interconnected all the rads. I've got just a crappy Corsair power supply ready to go, and it's been jumpered so it'll power on the pump. So my setup is simply to have a Bits Power inline filter with a T and a little drain, just so I can drain it out when I'm done. And this is going to the inlet of the pump, because obviously I'd rather filter it before it goes through the pump. So yeah, just using an inline filter. Gonna see if it catches anything. The loop's all filled up. Now I'm just waiting for the air bubbles to make their way out of the system, so I'll probably have to top it up a little bit by the end of this. Now I'm just gonna leave it for a day and see what that filter finds. Here I have the filter, which this is after running for an entire day. You can see that there's a little bit of crud in here, mostly on this side because the water direction was this way. So as you can imagine, the filter on this side is quite a bit worse. So that is pretty horrible. From the looks of things, it's mostly white pieces of paint that came off of the Bits Power fittings I was using. So that's interesting. My build for my desktop PC is going to be mostly Bits Power fittings, and they're all painted white. So that's something to be aware of. I may end up putting this filter in line for like a week and then swapping it out at the end just to collect anything before the pump. But that is pretty impressive.